Tonight, from Heinz Field in
Hi guys.
It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
Let's go.
It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, plus 40 on a differential, too. We a visor. What the fuck?
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
Always a tough travel week. All the distractions. You know that they're happy to be back in their own building, but that was not a trip to remember.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18.
Come off that ball, man. Good job, 52.
So the Steelers
Sorry, Jada, my bad.
For their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Carry for the Boise State.
Come off that ball, man. That's a hit stick, though.
He'll take this ahead for about 4.
That count?
Second down coming up.
That count as a hit stick.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, just shy of 140 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top
10
rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game.
I'm going to pause that. I'll make it easy. Take this call. Back in this bit.
Expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator.
I don't remember what happened last play. Oh, okay.
Let's run the football.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Bradley. He finds his man. Complete. That's Nash. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Bradley. He finds his man complete. That's Nash.
Okay.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Good job there to locate.
Bless you, Jada.
His tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On first down, Brown.
Oh, he almost made it.
Incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season.
Oh, get there.
Opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a give to Madison running right, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down, Bradley. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Laviska Shenault. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
So I watch clips of him on YouTube, but I don't watch his clips at Duke. I watch his clips from high school because he's that size, and he just...
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hilarious thing to watch. If you ever need a pallet...
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Play action, now it's Lance. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. When he launched that football, I'm guessing he was thinking end zone, but he'll take it. Now they're knocking on the door.
I like the way you can read his thoughts. Think of it from the opposite side of the ball. They thought they had a chance to make a play and knock it away. Didn't get it done. Can they reset now and hold them to a field goal?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Will Lutz on for the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
He'll let this go deep. He gains yardage for him, chews up clock. That's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Play action, now it's Lance. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. When he launched that football, I'm guessing he was thinking end zone, but he'll take it. Now they're knocking on the door.
I like the way you can read his thoughts. Think of it from the opposite side of the ball. They thought they had a chance to make a play and
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Fighting his way through contact. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Looking to throw on second down. Bradley, throw left side, complete. That's Nash. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. Back to throw. Bradley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. Had the offense humming on the first.
Oh, you got to get some depth, my guy.
First drive, not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Bradley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bradley. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this play gets blown up.
McFly, my boy.
Yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Ate that space up. Let's go.
If you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there.
Yeah.
And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9, Lance escaping the pressure right.
Whoa.
Rifles one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And they'll go for it. Lance steps away to his left. And
He's
he'll
not a
be
little
taken
nigga.
down as that will take
Good
us
job,
to
Trey.
the end of the first quarter of play.
Just hold the ball, my
10-7
dog.
our score after one right here on EA Sports. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
You got it. You got it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, it's Gardner. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7.
Oh, that should have. Oh man,
Make it to the
he probably got
25.
some that. Oh.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Ayers. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Bradley.
Come get that.
His throw incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push
Good
him
job,
back
Orlando.
to the 34. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Flush to his right. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us To the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Lance now on 3rd and goal. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The kick by Lutz is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get...
Then he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nash. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bradley. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens, they'll take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume, here. Throwing on first down is Lance. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And Lance will try again on second down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Newton. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Lance. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A final shot before half for Lance. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. David Montgomery, well over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run as well. Let's stay in the AFC West as we check on the Broncos at home in Denver. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Kyler Murray, a touchdown pass in the victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. The Browns with the kind of victory that could save their season, because there would have been no coming back from 1-6. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From the 6.
Get up out of there,
And he'll
Antoine.
take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Gardner. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now a play fake. Lance. Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Gardner. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On play action, Lance. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone. Says the field judge, it's ruled incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Lance going to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Henry Ruggs. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And there's going to be a stoppage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, thank you, Booth. Thank you, Booth. Thank you, Booth. I think I was down. I think I'm in.
They're taking a peek at
oh shit.
Those feet were in
oh no, I don't think I was
here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are
cool.
hopefully getting down in bounds?
Damn.
That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Put him back on the field. Oh no, it's counted. Cool.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Throwing on first down, Bradley.
Boom! Oh!
Side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one.
Switch me to the wrong person.
One guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Bradley. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you've probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
52 is the mic right here.
Here's Madison running on first down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to the end zone real fast.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MV. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bradley. He finds his man. Complete. It's Nash. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 3. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
That's a real nice job right there.
Boy, that backup threw a Doug Goose.
You know, partner, if you get your
get
hips
out
turned
though.
the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Again, it's Lance. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Off of play action, here's Lance. Dancing to his left. And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Lance now on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And now they're in the hurry-up. To try again after the sack. Lance escaping under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And why is it such a short
maybe
throw?
The turning point they need. Picked off near the 29. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 3rd time. Touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Golly. Okay, so I'm gonna drop back and do that and run that one shit. I'm trying anyway.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Throwing now is Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance.
Got hit.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Check, 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 check. Check three, check three. Hey, watch it, watch it. Slam, slam, slam.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And brought down.
First down, nigga.
Inside the 25. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds.
18 and 1. Boy, 18 kicked his ass. Let's go. Get your ass up out of here. Get your ass up out of here.
It's to go in the ball game. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now Lance again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 44 is Mike, 44 is Mike. Check. We own them.
Shotgun now for Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Gardner. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot.
Oh, 65 knocks it out.
And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense. Has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Following the fumble recovery, Bradley. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Ravens, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. shit. Mhm.
Dog.